UT's University Center is next on the list of campus renovations, and it has crews working through the night.
And graduation is upon us, and students are telling us their plans for the big day.
I've been here for 40 years instead of 4.
It's graduation time in Tennessee, and some UT students are getting prepared to leave Big Orange Country.
Thanks for watching. I'm Tiffany Jackson.
And I'm Rowan Belogan.
After calling Rocky Top home for the past few years, many UT students are preparing to say their final goodbyes.
UT Today reporter Whitney Shelton found out how some seniors are feeling about graduation day.
For the last 4 years, you've walked down Pedestrian, spent numerous hours in the library, made connections and friends that will last a lifetime. But what do you do next when your 4 years of college ends? Many seniors at the University of Tennessee answered that question with the same response.
It's really bittersweet. I went and bought my cap and gown the other day, and I'm like so emotional about it.
Graduation is definitely bittersweet. I definitely feel like I'm going to miss the university.
It's kind of a bittersweet feeling. It's like I'm excited because I feel like I've been here for 40 years instead of 4. And then it's kind of like I'm sad.
Sarah Walker says the scariest part about graduating is finding that first job to help pay off student loans.
It puts way much more stress, I think, on seniors graduating, knowing that if they don't have something lined up, they're coming out of college thinking, I have thousands of dollars in debt, you know. What am I going to do?
Stephanie Kitt of Career Services says all students, including graduating seniors, need to utilize everything Career Services has to offer to get them ready to land that first job.
Eval is a system that every student has access to, and it's almost like Monster Jobs, but just for UT students. And so a student can log in through My UTK and find out about part-time jobs, internships, and full-time jobs.
Career Services hold workshops on resume building, mock interviews, and networking all throughout the year so students can be the best candidates they can be. Career Services encourages any student to get in contact with them if they have any questions on where to begin their job search. For UT Today, I'm Whitney Shelton.
It's almost summer in Knoxville, and graduation is just around the corner for seniors at UT. But they aren't the only ones who will be saying goodbye to campus. The University of Tennessee will say goodbye to the Carolyn P. Brown Memorial University Center to make way for the new student union set to open in 2018. The University Center is preparing for its closing by taking a trip down memory lane. Inside one of the hallways on the second floor, newspaper clippings, old photographs, and other historical documents are posted on the wall, telling the story of the last 60 years. You can learn a lot about the history of the University Center here on the second floor. For example, right here it says the birthday of the UC is celebrated on September 12th, which just so happens to be my birthday as well. While we are saying goodbye to the old UC, because of a few setbacks, we might not get to say hello to the new student union as soon as planned. Project manager Dan Smith says the completion of Phase 1 of the new student union was supposed to be completed last fall, but due to some major structural issues, the project has been pushed back several months. Now the goal is June 1st, and it's crunch time.
We've got folks working 7 days a week, multiple shifts every day. We're pushing real hard to get to June 1.
Smith says even if everything is not 100% completed by early June, the new student union will be operational because there are essential elements in the University Center that will be lost in May.
Because the new Phase 1 of the student union has the bookstore in it and so much dining in it, we have to have those functions for campus to operate well.
Center is moving to a bigger, better facility. Some areas, like Field of Greens and the Down Under Recreation Center, will not be moving into the new student union. Last fall, the university began new construction on the Gibbs Replacement Project. The new residence hall is located where Stokely Athletic Center and Gibbs Hall used to stand. It features 586 bedrooms that will house 684 students, a state-of-the-art dining facility, and 1,000 space parking garages for students and visitors. The project is the first in a number of new dorms at UT, including the future Presidential Court overhaul. Dr. Frank Huevos, Assistant Vice Chancellor of Student Life and Executive Director for University Housing at UT, says the new hall will highlight the university in a big way.
Every floor in that building is going to highlight a different UT tradition, what makes us special to be part of the University of Tennessee, so that you could be on a floor that highlights, might be the pride of the Southland, or might be what it means to be a volunteer.
Davis also emphasized the recreation rooms on each floor. These will provide students with more residential feel, making their UT experience a little more like home. The building is slated to open in December 2016. Students will move in as early as January.
Many UT students lose their Hope Scholarship after completing 120 hours, but that could be changing for some students.
So it is a problem for us, and it can be fixed.
ROTC cadets at UT hope a bill in Nashville can help them avoid losing their scholarships. U.S. Air Force ROTC cadet and computer science major Ryan Roper thinks he has an unfair disadvantage compared to other students.
We have to take so many additional hours for ROTC curriculum, and if we didn't have to take that, we'd clearly be able to get the Hope for all 5 years.
Operations Flight Commander Michael Wilson took notice that a number of his cadets were losing their Hope Scholarship, so he took action.
I sent an email to Governor Haslam's office just bringing it to their attention. And it was one of the things that we had noticed over time with our cadets, that in their last semester that they were losing their Hope Scholarship.
Commander Wilson was not the only one to notice this trend, but so did Representative John Reagan, who wrote the bill that could remove the cap for only ROTC courses. In the bill, Representative Reagan asked for grades earned in ROTC courses shall not be included in the calculation of the grade point average at a Tennessee Hope Scholarship students. Reagan does not want the ROTC courses to count towards cadets' Hope hours. Commander Wilson thinks the passing of this bill will encourage more students to participate in ROTC.
It will send our cadets a message that the state of Tennessee is absolutely vested in their future.
The legislative session has ended for this year, but Representative Reagan says he plans on trying again next year. Summertime is approaching, and that means warm weather, festivals, and live bands.
Next, one UT Today reporter discovered how one band of teenagers is gearing up for Performance Day.
There's a sale going on every day at Fox Toyota in Clinton. Because we don't have inflated add-on stickers or hidden fees, you can save thousands just by buying the same car from us. No games, no gimmicks, just honest deals. At Fox Toyota, we treat you how we would want to be treated. Come see for yourself and ask questions. We believe you should know what you're paying for. Fox Toyota in Clinton, where there's a sale going on every day. I-75, exit 122 in Clinton.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Speaking might come easy to most people, but have you ever thought about how it would be to talk only with your hands?
UT Today reporter Lindsay Jennings finds out how the SGA is working on making one uncommon language more welcoming on UT's campus.
UT student Jordan Griffin is multilingual, but in a way you might not think. She had to take on French and ASL to meet the requirements for her major, deaf education.
It would have been nice just to be able to take ASL.
Many people are bilingual, but not many recognize American Sign Language as a foreign language. Student government passed a bill to allow sign language to become a foreign language credit at UT, but the ultimate approval has to come from the Undergraduate Council. Dave Smith, director of the Center of Deafness, helped put this plan in action. Smith says the issue was that it was foreign, so he brought that up to the campus and the faculty committee.
And then we realized that we had to drop that term.
and use it as a world language instead of foreign language.
Griffin says the deaf community deserves equal access, and that could be achieved if more people have the opportunity to learn ASL.
I mean, it doesn't make them any different. They just have a different mode of communication. So it's really cool to be able to have that skill.
Smith helped propose the bill not only for students, but also for the deaf community in Knoxville.
We have a large population of deaf people in the community here as well, and we thought that would be beneficial.
He hopes the bill is approved by all colleges within UT by 2015. For UT Today, I'm Lindsay Jennings.
While making changes to the curriculum is a complex process,
Dave Smith hopes that the bill will pass in the near future. Bonds between some owners and pets are as strong as they come. UT Today reporter Sarah Anderson found why the ties between one woman and her furry friend are never ending.
Obedience training, and then we went to agility training, and he earned his AKC Good Citizenship.
Meet Boudreaux. His owner, Donna Sylvie, adopted him as a puppy. She saw from a young age that Boudreaux was special.
Turns out he was really good at providing comfort, and he is very human-oriented.
Sylvie and Boudreaux got involved with Habit, a community group of volunteers representing UT's College of Veterinary Medicine. The group works to promote the human-animal bond in Tennessee.
Because it's tougher for them to find people for the rough reading program, that's where they wanted us to serve.
The two team up with Fountain City Elementary and let kids with low reading levels practice with Boudreaux.
Because he's very in tune with children, will very often put his paw on her arm, or he'll nuzzle them a little bit. And it's his way of saying, just relax, have fun, it's just me.
Sylvie says she sees dramatic results in reading levels after seeing kids work with Boudreaux.
Some of the children that really struggled and were below grade level with their reading tremendously improved their reading skills during the year that they worked with Boudreaux. And part of it is the little magic that happens with him.
For UT Today, Sarah Anderson.
You can also find Habit dogs serving in assisted living centers and Hodges Library during UT Finals Week.
UT campus radio station WUTK is calling them one of the city's top local talents. UT Today reporter Paxton Elrod got an all-access look at the group whose really this is. Excuse me.
3 guys, a few instruments, and just a touch of talent is beginning to catch the attention of Knoxville. So who are they? This local band actually originated from an 8th grade history project. Their main stage was Market Square benches and downtown street corners. The talent is impossible to miss, but here's the catch. They're still in high school.
Gonna be 16 next Saturday. You know what that means, boys. Zaxby's.
Even with the attention that's brought on by performing at major venues like Dollywood and Rhythm and Blooms, the sole reason these guys play is because of the special place music holds in their lives.
I think we have something special. And I don't want to just be that, average high school band who just runs their course and then drops off the map.
These 3 guys have raw talent, normal high school problems,
You're kind of under the football players, but above the bowlers.
Yeah.
and one final message they would like to leave you. With a few lessons on the side, of course.
Subtle Clutch is on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook.
I'm on Instagram. You can fax me.
You can catch these guys at Wild Wing Cafe in Farragut on April 28th at 6:30. But until then, reporting for UT Today, I'm Paxton Elrod and...
Subtle Clutch. Subtle Clutch has performances lined up for the upcoming summer months. Check out UTTodayTV.com for more information.
UT football practice open to students. What more could football fans want?
Find out how much UT students and football students should appreciate students.
Energy at Tennessee reaches far beyond our campus. As Lady Vol and academic All-American, Candace Parker set new standards. Now she electrifies fans in LA. Keeping the lights on there and across the country is the work of Professor Elu Liu. Her research on the power grid puts UT at the forefront of this national issue. Candace Parker and Elu Liu, 2 exceptional women. Both chose Tennessee. Big Orange, big ideas.
1969, the UT Federal Credit Union was founded by a group of university staff and faculty. Since then, UTFCU has provided the community with excellent customer service, free financial education, and some of the best rates in the area. With locations in Knoxville, Martin, and Memphis, UTFCU has convenient financing for your vehicle, mortgage, or business. Even better, almost anyone in Knox, Anderson, Blount, Loudoun, or Union County can bank at UT. With UT Federal Credit Union, you'll find orange is the new gold.
There's a sale going on every day at Fox Toyota in Clinton. Because we don't have inflated add-on stickers or hidden fees, you can save thousands just by buying the same car from us. No games, no gimmicks, just honest deals. At Fox Toyota, we treat you how we would want to be treated. Come see for yourself and ask questions. We believe you should know what you're paying for. Fox Toyota in Clinton, where there's a sale going on every day. I-75, exit 122 in Clinton.
Fans from everywhere got to see the Vols at yesterday's Orange and White game, but last week the team opened their practice up for just students.
At UT Today, both our sports reporters, Catherine Donnelly and Alfred Talaferro, are here with more.
This year's TaxSlayer Bowl champions held a student appreciation practice this Saturday. The practice was exclusively for UT's student body. Students came out to get a preview of the Vols' 2015 football season and also got to enjoy DJ Stroll the Pearl. Sarah Carver, a junior at the University of Tennessee, says it's great to have her support reciprocated. Sorry, we had some audio issues with that.
As the Tennessee Vols continue with spring practice in preparation for next season, it's obvious that Josh Dobbs is the likely starting quarterback moving forward. Dobbs, as we know, is an African-American at the most important position on the field. That way was paved for Dobbs with players such as Condredge Holloway. Holloway was the first African-American quarterback at the university. In honor of Holloway's baseball jersey being retired yesterday at Lindsey Nelson Stadium, I had the opportunity to sit down and catch up with the legend himself.
To be honest, I enjoyed playing baseball. I didn't really like to play football. But back in the day, we didn't have video games and all other stuff, indoor games to play.
What kind of racial barriers you were going through as a child? Like, I can only imagine some of the things you had to go through, even as a child, trying to play sports, trying to make teams. What was it all like for you overall?
Well, that's a good question, but what people don't understand, an 8-year-old kid, he didn't know anything about that. He's going out there to play, and he's doing what an adult tells him to do.
Our student athletes are always our favorites to watch and cheer on during college. But what happens after they graduate?
Reporter Caitlin Klein caught up with one former tennis player that still feels all Vol.
A lot of kids don't know what they want for dinner, let alone what they want to be when they grow up. But when one former Vol stepped on the tennis courts, he knew exactly where his life would take him.
The traveling's been good, and it's taken me to places like Egypt, Turkey, Japan. That's just this year.
Jared Chaplin is a former Vol tennis player turned pro. He's been making huge gains and traveling the globe in the world of professional tennis. But he wasn't always a tennis star.
I remember losing my first competitive tennis match, and just being an absolute mess, just crying, and I didn't think that tennis was the sport for me.
But he didn't give up. He stuck with the sport and made his way all the way from Australia to Knoxville, Tennessee, to play for the Volunteers tennis team. Chaplin says that while Australia is always home, Rocky Top holds a special place in his heart.
I still love coming back to Knoxville and seeing everyone here, and as I said, it feels like a second home.
Chaplin says it's hard to pick out one favorite moment from his college career. What he remembers the most is how he helped make the UT tennis team one of the best in the nation.
The thing I'm most proud of from the career is my junior year. We made it to, we were 6th in the country and as high as 5 in the country that year, and made the Elite 8 of the NCAA tournament, and I felt like I was an instrumental part of that.
Chaplin feels like being a Vol is an honor. He teaches incoming athletes to respect the tradition they're taking on.
I take a lot of pride in being a Vol. You're playing for something bigger than yourself.
Currently professional athlete, but always a Vol. Jared Chaplin truly embodies the idea of being a Vol for life. Reporting for UT Today, I'm Caitlin Klein.
Chaplin's singles ranking is at 1,166 in the world, and his doubles is 925. This is only his first year playing on the professional level. We've all heard of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, but what about ESPNU Campus Connection? The Campus Connection program highlights stories at different universities across the country from the perspective of students. We found out that the ESPNU Campus Connection team is coming to UT to do a live broadcast of the Lady Vols softball game against Kentucky. Several of our UT Today members are working for the broadcast, including myself and our own sports reporter, Alfred Talaferro, will be doing features on some of UT's own student athletes. First of all, congratulations on getting that position.
Thank you, thank you.
You are going to be going around and highlighting different softball players, maybe some coaches. Let's talk about some people you're going to be focusing on. Maybe Ralph Weekly, perhaps?
Gotta start with Mr. Weekly. I mean, 1,200 wins, Captain. That's a phenomenal accomplishment. And to do it next to your wife as well, that's something that
He has been the coach here for over 10 years.
Yes.
And has proven himself almost every year. I mean, consistently getting us in, the top teams of the country.
Has us number 12 in the country right now. So, I mean, you gotta want to talk to them first, get a little bit of about their experience here as coaches, and also you gotta want to talk to some of the players as well.
Right, and obviously he's getting help from his wife, Karen Weekly, who I would consider them one of the best, college duos.
Not too many around the country.
There's not very many that get to do that. They're married. I think it's precious, and her support has really helped him. You can tell, and they have this teamwork going on that you don't get to see in other teams in the SEC.
Yeah, like some of the players that we have that will be playing in this game that I want to highlight.
Right.
Erin Gabriel.
Yes.
Yes, love her.
she's definitely been making history. She's she had those no hitters before this season.
She had one perfect game as well. That was only like the 11th in UT history. She's a great player overall, as you can see her right now. I'm so excited to get do a feature with her.
She just consistently has been proving herself, and also in the series against Alabama, that's a tough team to hold off, and she held her own, especially when it got down close. So she's really proving herself this year. One more person that we're going to touch on is Megan Gregg.
Yes.
She is
lighting it up, 10 home runs, 40 RBI on the season. She's batting .336 right now. She's been lighting it up as a freshman captain.
Yes, absolutely. And she's also up for a huge award.
Yes.
Named a top 25 finalist to be, the player of the year. So that's a huge deal for her. So
yeah, she'll find out if she wins that award at the end of May. That's a huge accomplishment as a freshman. And I just like the softball team going forward. They're looking good, Captain.
They're looking really good. You're looking awesome. You can see Alfred, myself, and our other classmates at the Lady Vols softball game on May 2nd.
That's it for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Alfred and Catherine. One thing most students on campus have in common, their never-ending love for all things Orange and all things UT.
Find out how university is showing its appreciation for its devoted student body next.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
There's a sale going on every day at Fox Toyota in Clinton. Because we don't have inflated add-on stickers or hidden fees, you can save thousands just by buying the same car from us. No games, no gimmicks, just honest deals. At Fox Toyota, we treat you how we would want to be treated. Come see for yourself and ask questions. We believe you should know what you're paying for. Fox Toyota in Clinton, where there's a sale going on every day. I-75, exit 122 in Clinton.
The energy at Tennessee reaches far beyond our campus. As Lady Vol and academic All-American, Candace Parker set new standards. Now she electrifies fans in LA. Keeping the lights on there and across the country is the work of Professor Elu Liu. Her research on the power grid puts UT at the forefront of this national issue. Candace Parker and Elu Liu, two exceptional women. Both chose Tennessee. Big Orange, big ideas.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft. To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
The last week of classes can be tough for students. I know it has been for me, but UT Student Alumni Association wants students to remember why they bleed orange.
That's right. A week of full appreciation was held on campus to remind students why they call life on Rocky Top home.
Students at the University of Tennessee come from different counties, states, and even countries. But one thing brings all 27,000 of them together, and this is a love for their university. But every love has its hard times, and finals week is no doubt the toughest for UT students. To fight this end-of-the-year apathy, the Student Alumni Associates began I Heart UT Week. Senior member Blake Roller says the goal of this week is unity.
I Heart UT Week is a really great way to bring students together and get them to celebrate being a volunteer and just celebrating the end of the year.
However, many of these students aren't aware that UT relies heavily on donors to make sure Rocky Top will always be their home sweet home. And this is why I Heart UT Week took a different form this year. In the 2013-2014 academic year, private donors gave over $13 million to merit and need-based scholarships. And SAA decided that it was time students had the chance to thank those that made their education and experience here at UT possible. To do this, SAA introduced
Thanks for Tanks! Thanks for Tanks! Right there, the line, it starts right there!
They're doing thank you cards for faculty and staff donors to our Alumni Foundation. If you sign one of the thank you cards, you will receive a tank top. So you're getting an I Heart UT tank, and that's kind of just a thank you from us to show that we thank you for thanking someone else.
Chairman of I Heart UT Week, Aaron Hamby, says he likes seeing this level of student interest during these events.
Last year we had 250, this year we have 300, and the tanks went in about 7 minutes. So that's how much the students are coming and being very receptive of some of our events.
Hamby realizes that to some the giveaways are the main motivation, but for him, it's something that goes much deeper than free tank tops and stickers.
I'm the 4th generation Vol, and it's something that I've always grown up with, and it's something that I never want to leave behind.
For UT Today, I'm Cody Woodside.
I Heart UT Week sent out over 4,000 thank you cards to donors, and they hope to get even more next year. And I was out there for a little while, and I didn't get a tank top.
I didn't get a tank. I haven't gotten anything, but it's fine.
There was a lot more free stuff out there, though, that I did grab.
We'll check it out next time. But before we go, we'd like to send a huge thank you to WBIR for airing our show and to the Greater Knoxville for watching.
And congratulations to all the UT Today seniors that will be graduating this spring, and good luck. Go Vols!
We'll be graduating, but this may not be our last time at the desk together. We don't
shall
know what
see.
happens. Thanks for watching and joining us. I'm Rowan Blogan.
And I'm Tiffany Jackson.